My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, commander of the armies of the North, general of the Felix Legions, loyal servant to the true Emperor Marcus Aurelius.
In the year 2000, Ridley Scott created one of the most impactful epics of all time, Gladiator. For many, it was a timeless, standalone film. So it came as a slight surprise when an actual sequel trailer was officially released this past summer. With Gladiator 2 launching in cinemas next month, it's the perfect time to get everyone up to speed on the historical context leading up to this new movie. Specifically, what happened after the death of Commodus, and everything that transpired between the first and second films. Lastly, just to clarify, this video is made on the 10th of October, so it's likely that new information about the film will be announced the coming weeks. There will be no historical spoilers for Gladiator 2 in this video. Now, it's important to note that establishing the exact timeline of the Gladiator series can be tricky, because Ridley Scott made significant changes to the historical dates in the original film. In real life, Marcus Aurelius died in the spring of 180 AD, due to illness. However, in the movie, he is murdered by his son, Commodus, in the winter of the same year. The timeline issue continues with Commodus, who in reality was assassinated 12 years after his father's death at the very end of 192 AD. In the film, though, it feels like only about a year passes. This creates complications when trying to determine when Gladiator 2 takes place, as the canon of which emperor ruled during these years becomes somewhat muddled. To help figure out the timeline, we should focus on the main character of Part 2, Lucius. Both Lucius and his mother Lucilla were actual historical figures. Commodus really had a sister named Lucilla, and she had 4 children, one of whom was named Lucius Verus, named after his father. To add some complexity, Lucius Verus was not only Lucilla's husband, but also her uncle, as Lucilla's father, Marcus Aurelius, had adopted Verus as his brother. Lucilla was involved in a failed conspiracy to assassinate Commodus, which makes her role in the Roman political landscape particularly interesting during these years. Her troubled relationship with her brother could be an important part of Gladiator 2. In the first film, Lucius is about 8 years old. In Gladiator 2, he appears to be anywhere from his late 20s to mid-30s, and the actor playing him is only 28. This suggests that the movie takes place at least 20 years after the events of the first film, with some interviews hinting that a time jump of roughly 25 years has occurred. Lots of things happened to the Roman Empire during these years. The year of the 5 emperors occurred in 193 AD, after which Septimius Severus emerged. Severus would go on to rule until 211 AD, and he was succeeded by his 2 sons, Geta and Caracalla, who are the 2 emperors we see in Gladiator 2. While Caracalla was historically the crueler of the 2, in the movie, it will likely be the other way around. In Gladiator 1, Rome was at its high point, following the long and successful rule of Emperor Marcus Aurelius. By Gladiator 2, Rome had long since left that high point, but the empire would still be relatively stable at the borders, following the militarily successful rule of Septimius Severus. During his reign, Severus reformed the Roman military, expanding its size and increasing its professionalization. These reforms helped stabilize the empire's borders and strengthen its defenses, especially after the chaos of the Year of the 5 Emperors. Still, while Severus brought military stability to the empire, his rule was not without its internal challenges, which would continue to worsen during the reigns of his sons. Geta and Caracalla will become worthy rivals to Commodus in terms of cruelty and mismanagement.